1948 USA 5-cent coin. Today, we're going to uncover the history of the 1948 nickel, and I'll show you exactly where to look for the secret feature that turns 5 cents into a significant payday. The 1948 nickel is significant because it marks the definitive return to the standard alloy after the wartime nickels debacle. The wartime shift during World War II, nickel metal was a vital strategic material for the war effort. To conserve it, the U.S. Mint temporarily changed the nickel's composition to an alloy that was 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. If you find a 1942 to 1945 nickel, check for the large mint mark above Monticello. That indicates silver content, and it's instantly worth more than face value. B. The return to standard. In 1946, the mint returned to the classic composition, and the 1948 nickel is a prime example of this post-war return to form. Composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel weight, 5.0 grams. Designer: Felix Schlag. Mints: the coin was struck at 3 U.S. mints, Philadelphia, P. No mint mark. Mintage: almost equals 89.3 million. Denver, D. mint mark D. Mintage: almost equals 44.7 million. San Francisco, S. mint mark S. Mintage: almost equals 11.3 million. The San Francisco S. mint mark has the lowest mintage, making it marginally scarcer in circulated conditions, but the real value is driven by condition and a specific feature we'll discuss next. This is the game changer. For a 1948 Jefferson nickel to achieve maximum collector value, it needs the designation .A. Anatomy of Monticello. Turn the coin over to the reverse. You see Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's historic home. At the bottom of the structure, there are a series of steps leading up to the entrance. The design contains a series of horizontal steps, to be designated full steps. A coin must show 5 or 6 distinct, unbroken, sharp steps leading up to the portico of Monticello, because the minting process for nickels was often poor, resulting in weak strikes. Most 1948 nickels are missing steps, or the steps are blurry and merged together. B. Why is it so valuable? A full steps designation proves that the coin was struck with exceptional force and that the die was in perfect condition. It is a testament to the coin's quality and rarity. Value comparison: a circulated 1948 P is worth about 5 cents to $1.00. Get out your magnifying glass. Focus on Monticello. Can you count 5 distinct steps without any wear or blending? If so, you have a potential treasure. Beyond the full steps, a few other minor varieties and errors can boost the value of your 1948 nickel significantly. These are the result of minor accidents or flaws in the minting process. Point 1. The repunched mint mark. Where to look? The mint mark is located to the right of Monticello on the reverse, near the rim. What it is: an RPM happens when the mint worker had to punch the mint mark into the die more than once, with the second punch slightly misaligned. Value: you'll see a faint, ghost, or doubling of the D or S. Well-documented 1948 RPMs can sell for $10 to over $50 in decent condition, with the most dramatic examples fetching more. Point 2. The double die obverse. Where to look? On the obverse, particularly on his eye ear, or the letters in Liberty. What it is: double dies occur when the die itself is mistakenly created with overlapping images. Value: if you see clear doubling under magnification, you have a coin that is highly desirable. Double die varieties can be worth $25 to over $100 depending on the severity and grade. Point 3. Off-center strikes and lamination errors. Off-center: look for a coin where the image is not centered on the planchet. A mild 5 to 10% off-center strike might add a few dollars, but a dramatic 50% off-center strike can be worth $75 or more. Lamination errors: these appear as flaking, peeling, or missing chunks of metal due to impurities in the alloy. These are unique, one-of-a-kind errors that collectors pay a premium for, often ranging from $5 to $50 depending on the size of the peel. So, you've found a 1948 nickel. How do you determine its final value? It comes down to professional grading. The value scale we use is the Sheldon scale. From P1 to MS70 circulated grades, these coins are very common. Their value is generally 5 cents to $1, unless they show a strong error like a significant repunched mint mark. Mint state, these are clean, uncirculated coins that still have some luster. They are typically valued between $2 and $6. Gem mint state. This is where the money is made. These coins are virtually flawless, with strong luster and a sharp strike. A regular MS67 1948D can sell for $200, $300. The ultimate rarity, this is the pinnacle. The combination of perfect condition and the rare full steps feature makes these coins exceedingly scarce and worth the multi-thousand-dollar prices we mentioned. Do not clean your coin. Cleaning permanently damages the surface and will significantly decrease its numismatic value. Leave the dirt and patina for the professional graders. The 1948 Jefferson Nickel is a fascinating slice of post-war American history. It's not a silver coin, but its value is purely based on the quality of its strike.so. The next time you get a nickel and change, stop and flip it over. Look for the year 1948. Then, grab your magnifying glass and check for those 5 distinct, beautiful steps on Monticello. You might just have a valuable piece of history on your hands. Have you ever found a valuable Jefferson nickel? Did you know about the full steps secret? Let me know your best coin find in the comments below. If you want more videos on coins that are hiding in plain sight, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!